So we've just come to check the hives. We're only going to check the supers today just to see how well they're doing with the honey production. It seems very active, the hives today. It's quite a warm day, not much sun, but it's very warm, so we're just going to see how they're getting on with the honey, aren't we, Matt?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just going to check the supers and see if they've capped any of the honey off.
How long ago was it that we checked them? About 3 days ago, wasn't it? Something like that. But
3-4 days ago.
But yeah, they've been really active, so we just thought we'd come and have a little look now and see how we're getting on. So all we're going to do is just smoke them down a little bit and then see how we go. So they were doing really well in this super the other day. I think there was one frame capped, wasn't there, Mark? But there was lots of honey in it. So just see, but as you can see, they are very active. I'm very protective of their honey, aren't they? We haven't been getting too close lately to the hives because they do tend to chase after us. So that one's not capped off yet, but plenty of honey in it. So these are the AMM, these. Starting to cap that one off ever so slightly. Lots of bees up in the top, so they're working on it, which is good. So this is hive 4 that we're checking at the moment. I'm just capping off this one here. So it is just a quick check today. We're not going to go through the whole boxes. How many more weeks do you reckon before this is fully capped, Matt?
I don't know, they've done quite a bit in a few days, so I reckon another week and a half, I reckon. It all depends on the weather, doesn't it, if we're getting good weather.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think, where are we today? We're Sunday. I think Tuesday of next week we're starting to have storms.
Also a good tip with the supers we've got for castellations here, so when you're checking the frames and say dropping them back in and risk knocking the comb off when you lift it up, if you just put them on top of the castellations, it allows you a bit more wiggle room to pull them out and check. We're happy here, so we'll just drop these back in. So yeah, just put them on top of the castellations, and when you finish with them, just drop them back in.
I think going forward, like you've said on previous videos, we'll probably do what are they, castellations?
Castellations.
Castellations. We'll probably go ahead with these for all the hives, won't we?
It's easier, it gets more space in and stuff like that. So you can also use standard frames, or you can use Hoffman frames in these. It doesn't really make a difference. So if you do an accommodation of 2 without castellations and runners, it doesn't make a difference. You can still use Hoffman frames with castellations, they still work the same.
I think it's a lot tidier though, isn't it? They don't seem to, you know, put wax everywhere, whereas the other ones are all sticking together and the wax at the top. And
so here we've got 10 frame castellations. You can get 11, 10, 9. It all depends how far you want to draw that comb out. 10 seems to be a nice number.
there we are, so that's hive 4 checked. Which one are we going on to next? 3?
Yep.
Okay. So Mark's just reminded me we're not checking hive 3 as it's just 2 brood boxes on there. That was the one which we amalgamated the other day. So we're going to check hive 1 instead, isn't it? This one seems really active. So on this one we've got 2 brood boxes and 1 super. these are the Buckfast bees in this one, isn't it?
Keep a queen excluder on top, just in case when we're checking the first or the second brood box, just to put a queen excluder one side. If the queen is in the top box, we put a queen excluder each side, just in case.
So again, we're just going to check the supers, or super in this one. This one was more capped, wasn't it, last time?
Yeah. This is Hoffman frames, and we're on runners and not castellations.
So doing really well with this one. That's nearly a whole frame capped, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when it's capped, that means that it's the right water content for the honey, is it?
It's been dehydrated, and the moisture content is at the right consistency, and then the bees will cap it off. And so I'm just going to tidy the bottom of this frame up because we have got a show coming up. This looks quite a nice frame, so we'll just tidy the bottom up for now, and we might use it in the honey show maybe.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Fantastic. They've been busy. As you can see, the only issue is, or not an issue, we're on runners on this, and they build the comb out to the size of the frame. They don't carry an exceed in it, so you're limiting your honey, but then you do get more frames. So I don't know, are you limiting your honey because the frames are close together, but then you've got more frames? I don't know. It's down to personal preference, I think. So
yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah.
So to dehydrate it and cap it, you informed me that they flap their wings to dry it out. Is that correct?
So dehydrate it, that means they need to reduce the water content of the honey. So to do that, they fan their wings to reduce the water content.
They are clever species, aren't they, you know?
You can see that's all capped off. And we're nearly there on this one.
Yeah. But you know, when you're putting your honey on your toast or on your cereal or whatever, you don't actually truly think of what's gone into making that, do you? Now we do, but previous we never did. It's just there, isn't it? Just in a bottle. You don't think anything of it. So this one's doing really well. How many frames is that? 4 fully capped?
Yeah.
So far? Nearly done that one. That's the 5th one in. Why are they building the wax on the bottom out? Just because there's space?
Yeah, just because there's space. But if there's space, the bees will just fill it with something.
But then they're not doing that in the other hive that we've just checked, so why?
Yeah, I don't know. There might be more space than this between the queen excluder.
Yeah.
A bit more work to be done on that. It's getting there though. Getting there. I think these were the ones we moved around the other day, didn't we?
Yeah, nearly done
Nearly
that.
done. Another, I don't know. Next week I think this will be ready, but we might leave it on there until they're all ready and extract all at the same time while we've got the equipment.
Yeah, because the trouble is there's a lot of work in sterilising it all, and we've never used the equipment before, so they'll need a deep clean, won't they, Mark?
Yeah.
Make sure they're all sterilised, so whilst it is sterilised we may as well do it all together than having to keep sterilising it, cleaning it in between each hive. So hopefully this year, looking at it, we're going to have 3 hives with 3 supers, isn't it? So how many frames is that, Mark? How many did you say we had in the first one?
There's 10
11.
in the first one.
10 in the first one. 12 in this one?
I think so, not too sure. And then the other one, we've reduced it to allow more space because there was a few frames in there that they weren't doing anything with. So we took the best frames basically and left them in there.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 in this one. 10, 11, and I think it's 9 in the other one. Oh, look at that honey coming off there. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, it's really light honey. We went to a horticultural show, an agricultural show the other day, and there was loads of different honey jars there, wasn't there? But the variety, the vast difference in all the different colours of honey, and that's all just dependent on what they've been bringing in, is it, Matt?
Yeah, and also there's some heather honey. Well, that's darker because the heather's just coming into bloom now. So it's darker, but there's a bit more work involved to extract that. You can't extract it on a normal frame. You either need to crush it or squash it and cut the frames out and squash the frames to get the honey out. So there's a bit more work involved because the bees have done all that work to build the comb out, and then that can't be reutilised next year because you have to cut them out basically.
So they're starting afresh every year then?
So.
Oh wow. I'd love to be able to put like a little camera on the back of a bee and see where it goes, see what it's foraging on and how far it actually travels. I think it would be really interesting. I bet you somebody somewhere has done it, haven't they?
Yeah, still a bit more work on that.
Is there honey in that one?
No, they built it out. There's no honey on it. They built it out though. Yeah.
I think we've got about 9 frames of honey in this one, which isn't bad at all. There's just a wasp on the frame there, Matt. Pesky wasp, well, it's just gone, I think. Be around somewhere. So you can save these bits of wax that Matt's just put into the side. However, for one candle, how much is it? We saw the other day, isn't it? It's a lot of wax and then it gets melted down to nothing really, so it is a lot of work. I was thinking of doing candles and that, but I don't think we're at that scale with that many hives, are we, Mark, to be making candles?
You can't make everything.
So there we are, that's beehive 1 checked, and we'll just go to beehive 5 now. So this is beehive 4. These are AMM bees as well. This was the swarm that we got. So just 1 super on this one as well. Seem very active.
As you can see here, we've used the extra wide spacers because we had 3 other frames in here and they weren't really doing anything with, so we thought we might as well allow them a bit extra space to drag the comb a bit out further, and then we'll put it off when we want to. Which you can see here, they've been building this out, nice white comb here. This is the new stuff they've been making. U is for unwired, so in here is drone foundation unwired, so we could use this as cut comb if you wanted to, or if we wanted to.
So cut comb is when you see those nice jars with a big slab of comb in the jar there.
So But yeah, so we'll just pull these out. These is on runners again, not on castellations, but we'll address that next year. Obviously, there's not as many bees in here to work on things, so it just takes a little bit longer.
It looks better now that they've been spaced out evenly. Yeah. It was starting to go a bit of a mess, wasn't it? They were.
Yeah, so.
The frames were all sticking to each other, and no bees were harmed then, were they, Mark, in the making?
So, as you can see with either the castellations or the extra white spaces how much more they draw that comb out. So it's about, how much honey you want, isn't it? But it's more frames in the other one, so you're going to get an extra frame of honey anyway, so it all depends what you want to do, really. As Paddy would say, the choice is yours.
Wow, you're getting old.
Old and wise.
Old and wise. What did somebody say to us yesterday? Were we getting boring in our old age? I think we already have hit that age, haven't we? Sad, people call it.
A few more bees on there working on that. And then there's a massive cluster of bees on this one.
We're really enjoying it though, aren't we, Matt?
There's fair bees on there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a lot of honey as well. It's really built up, isn't it? But yeah, we are enjoying it. Things taste nicer, don't they, when you've grown it yourself? I don't know whether it's just because you've grown it, but we're enjoying it, definitely. Next year I think we will go bigger and better, won't we? Try anyway. Yeah. But it's a lot of time as well and effort put into it.
That's nearly full capped off.
So how come this capping seems a lot thinner, like see-through, whereas the other ones are really white?
Yeah, I don't know. Whether the honey in there hasn't dehydrated properly and the water's running through, maybe. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. And this one's quite a heavy frame as well. Still the same.
Yeah, it's just a lot lighter, isn't it, the capping?
Or it's different honey, maybe.
Yeah.
Different flowers, different plants. These are different bees, so they're buckfast. So whether they've been getting different things, foraging for different things.
These frames look a lot messier, don't they?
Yeah, well, these are the frames that we had with hive we purchased. So it's fine, we can. I think what we'll do, we'll use this as cut comb, because it's unwired, and I think that's what we'll do with it, really.
Yeah, it's all trial and error, really. You don't know until you try these things, so we're new to this, so at least it's giving us an insight of what we like and what we don't like. So there we are, that's us. Just a quick check today of the hives, just to see how they're getting on with building out that honey. But anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye.